We want to make this a big event for you. Our goal is to change your lives, your lives. Wherever it is, it's going to be 10x next year. Look, I'm not successful if you're not. I will not fulfill my mission. My mission is to help people. Are you ready? Are you ready? Did you get the text? I did that because people have accused me of showing off. So I thought I would make it official. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Sit down, please. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for getting here. Thank you for doing whatever it takes to get here. If there is an empty seat next to you, trust me, somebody paid for that seat. Okay? Somebody bought that seat. They're just not here yet. So again, thank you so much for being at our second 10X Growth Conference. We want to make this a big event for you. Our goal is to change your lives. Come on, man. Come on, man. I want to change some lives this weekend, okay? I want you to have an experience that you will never, ever forget. That goes so deep inside of you that every time you leave here, every phone call you don't want to make, every sales call that you're like, ugh. You're like, I was in Vegas in February. Are we in February? I never know what day it is. I was there, and I'm committed to 10X. How many of you are committed to 10X in your business? Come on, man. Come on, let me hear it. Come on. All right, so for those of you who don't know maybe everything about me that we haven't shown online somewhere, it's been a long road to get where I'm at right now today. Some of you may have run into me just 2 or 3 months ago or a year ago, and you're like, oh, dude, the guy's got a car, he's got a plane, you know, he's got money, he's got a hot wife. Where's Elena? And you think, oh, he's got it all made. But it's been a very, very, very long road getting here. Okay, it's been 32 years of pushing, shoving. I've invested money that I didn't have. That's right. I went into debt when my friends were listening to Dave Ramsey pay everything off. I'm trying to expand. Uncle Dave. I got great at a job I hated. Absolutely hated this job at 25 years old. And I decided I didn't have any more choices. I needed to get great at that job. I've thrown myself into the face of rejection tens of thousands of times. So when you like, man, Grant, it hurts, I don't feel sorry for you. I don't even feel it anymore. I've done it so many times, I'm like, oh yeah, that's exactly what's supposed to happen right here. Click. And you guys are like, oh, I'm not cut out for this. This is what you have to go through. Anybody can be 1X or 2X. Dude, to get to these multipliers, I mean, to blow the roof off of your life and career, you have to go through stuff. I've been hung up on and humiliated. It's not enough that God just hangs up on you, but he humiliates me on the way out. I've been disappointed by deals that never happened, by customers that never paid. How many of you have delivered a product or a service to the marketplace to a customer and they refuse to pay you? Hey, welcome to the real world. I didn't start my family until I was 45 years old. My buddies had kids going into college, and I had not yet found my wife because I was paying the price. I always say this, pay the price today so you can pay any price in the future. Pay the price now, okay? Pay the price. I've traveled 3 million miles on commercial airlines on those coach seats, been delivered messages about don't smoke on the plane. Dude, ain't nobody smoked on this plane in 20 years. Peanuts I didn't want, right? And I was doing that on Thanksgiving holidays to go to Canada where they were still transacting business. You got Canadians? Where are the Canadians? All right. I've missed Super Bowls. Can't believe my voice is blown out already. Super Bowls I've missed. Ball games I've missed. My buddies were traveling, seeing the world, and I didn't have any of those experiences. I've had people tell me, hey, you market too much. You market too aggressively. Take me off your list. Some of you in the room, where's Howard? Howard says, take me off the damn list. He's a friend. My friend's like, hey, it's too much. My office tells me we hit the list too much. I'm like, what's the list for? Hit the list. That's what it's for. There's 8 billion people on planet Earth. Howard can take me off. My job is to go get more people on my list. Look, I've been ridiculed by my peers, by customers, and by competition. I've been judged for working too much, wanting too much, being too colorful, being inappropriate, insensitive, and too out there. I'm like, yeah? Goddamn, tell me something I don't know. I know all that about me, right? You guys are trying to cover it up. You're trying to cover it up. I'm like, I am insensitive. I am inappropriate. I am too colorful at times. Hey, man, I'm trying to figure it out. Is anybody in the room perfect? I'm trying to figure it out. I've been threatened. I've been sued. I've been betrayed by friends. I've been ripped off, and I've been copied. 30 years, 18-hour days. Not 8-hour days, not 10-hour days, not 12-hour days, 18-hour days. I've been married 15 years to Elena. Not one time has she ever said, you work too much. Not one time. She has never said to me, what are you doing getting home so late? She knows what I'm doing. I'm closing deals. I'm taking care of my family. I'm trying to get to 10X levels. It's been 30 years, 30 years. It's probably going to be 30 years for you too. Doubt, uncertainty, insecurities, rejection, disappointment, judgment. It's going to be 30 years of it. Are you willing to pay the price? Are you willing to pay the price? Because anybody here, grab me some water, or maybe the tea will work. Hot tea. If anybody thinks you're going to be successful without paying that price, you're wrong. If you're not experiencing that now, it's because you're not operating at these higher levels. I want people around me that are super successful. When somebody finally makes it, this is what happens. They look around, they're like, who can go on a trip with me? Nobody. All your friends are broke. They can't get away. They're stuck in a job they don't like anymore, right? They make up excuses. I'm too busy. I got this. I'm talking about guys that make a lot of money. Lots and lots, but they still can't get it because they're handcuffed. Right? This is the secret of the successful people. This is what I've committed my life to doing. I told my mom when I was 16 years old, one day I'm gonna be successful. One day I'm gonna be successful, and one day I'm gonna help a lot of people. And I said that to her because I wanted somebody to help me, and nobody did. There was no uncle. My dad died when I was 10 years old, and I was hurt. I'm like, I need somebody to mentor me, man. I need somebody to guide me. I need somebody to push me. How many of you need to be pushed? Come on, man. See, I've always loved helping people. Always. I am most happy when I'm helping someone else. Nothing to do with money. If I can help somebody, not give them something, but if I can actually help somebody to feel better about themselves, to know what to do in a phone call, to know what to do on a sales call, to know how to follow up their girlfriend or their boyfriend, or to solve some problem in their life, or how to get some money. If I can help somebody know how to do that, I know I contributed to their life. Okay? My legacy, thank you. My legacy will not be the money I made. It won't be the plane I ride in. It won't be the car I drive. It'll be the people I helped. Thank you. You give me an opportunity to do what I'm supposed to be doing, helping, okay? So I really appreciate it. I appreciate you taking the time to traveling across the country. Some of you traveled across the world to get here today, to spend 3 or 4 days with us. We want to help you. The problem I've had in my life, when I wrote the 10X rule, I was trying to solve a problem. How many of you read that book? Beautiful. If you haven't read the book, you should read the book or listen to it, because you're going to understand that that book was not written for other people. It was written to solve a problem I had. I was 52 years old, and I had a problem. I was depressed. I wasn't satisfied. I was hungry but didn't know what to do. I had businesses. I had money. I had a whole bunch of stuff, but I'm like, dude, what am I doing now? I'm bickering with Elena. We had our kids. We had the first 2 kids, and we're like, okay, we got kids. I'm being a parent now, okay? I'm being a married guy, right? I'm being a businessman, and I'm unhappy. How many have been there before? And then I started asking people, what's wrong, man? What's wrong? What's wrong with me, man? Something wrong with me? Something wrong with me? Oh, yeah. And as soon as you say, is something wrong with me? Shit, everybody's got an opinion. Oh, yeah, man. Man, you got a disease, man. You got a problem. You got issues, man. You work too much. You're a work addict. You're insecure. Your daddy died. Your daddy died and left a hole in you. Left a hole in me. Shit, I can't go on a vacation. I want to do something, man. Doing less has never solved my problems. Doing less, moderation has never solved a problem for me. Okay? Fitting in never worked for me. How many of you can't fit in? You hate yourself. Like when you try to fit in with people that you don't fit in with, you hate them and you. The problem that I've had in my life, okay, was not my marriage. I'm not a bad parent. I wasn't helping enough people. I'm writing this book called The 10X Rule. What do I need to do to get really excited? Oh, who inspires you? Elon Musk inspires me. He's like, we're going to Mars. We don't even know what's there. And some of you are like, oh, he can do that because he's got a lot of money. What it will cost to go to Mars would bankrupt Elon Musk. He will have to go to the marketplace to raise that money to go to Mars. He's a guy that commits first and figures the rest out as he goes. Those are the people that inspire me, okay? That's the guy I want to be. When I watch a great play or the Olympics and I get teary and I'm like, oh my God, did you see that? That's me, man. That's something in me that's aching. I've had people try to medicate it out of me. I've had this my whole life, ever since I was a little kid, okay? Ever since I'm 6, 7, 8 years old, hungry, wanted money my whole life. How many of you want to be rich your whole life? Oh yeah, I'm 8 years old. I'm like, I want that damn money. I want money, 8 years old. I don't even know what to do with money. I want that money, okay? Because my daddy had the money, and whoever had the money in the household had control. So what I really wanted was control. And then when I grew up and I'm like, hey, my purpose is to help people. I started a company, and the company was helping companies make money. And the problem when you help a company make money like Chrysler or Toyota or Aflac or Northwestern Mutual, okay, these big companies that make billions of dollars, all we're talking about is making money. I'm making money, they're making money. I'm great at making them make more money. But something inside of me is like, man, dude, we weren't talking about helping people. We were focused on companies, big contracts, okay? $80,000 contracts a month, multi-million-dollar contracts, but it wasn't filling me up. How many of you want to be filled up? Dude, the 10X thing, okay, the 10X thing. If you're not 10Xing, I promise, you will experience depression. You will feel empty, okay? I wanted my life back. The real purpose of Grant Cardone. What's Grant supposed to be doing? Should he be talking to 200 salespeople, or should he be talking to 9,000 people in a packed arena in February in Vegas? You should be up here. You should be dropping out of the ceiling. You should be helping more people. 10X gave me my life back. Gave me my life back. He gave me the right size games. I need big games. Who needs big, giant games? I need some monster games, man. It gave me the right size think. Everybody's like, oh, you got to be positive. I'm not a positive person. My boy Ryan, Captain Ryan, somewhere in the house. Big shout out for Captain Ryan. Real estate Ryan, Metro man, Stick man. We call him all those things. It's a good dude right here. How do I get that guy? I didn't get that guy. I didn't have good people around me until I started 10Xing. 10Xing got me good people. Because all of a sudden they're like, dude, this thing's gonna get big. People wanna go to things that are gonna get big. People wanna move to things that are gonna change people. People wanna move to things that are gonna help the world. 10X got me the right people. 10X saved my marriage. Gave me and Elena something to really dig into. I mean, you can only have sex so much. 10X that. Can I even say that today? I can't even say that. Yeah, I got something for you. I 10X you right now. I don't even feel good. I'll 10X you. Oh, no, I don't want that. Thank you. Hey, 10X got me a whole new set of customers. I used to fight to get $200 from a car dealer. 10X got me, you guys in this room. Beast. You guys are beast. Got me the best customers. You know what the best customer is? A customer is somebody that's never satisfied. I want some more. A lot of companies don't want more. They want what is. They want the status quo. They want to keep everything exactly the way it is. You guys in this room want something else. I've had therapists advise me to give up ideas of fame and fortune when I was 25 years old, walking out of a treatment center for drug addiction. I had finally taken 29 days and not used drugs for the first time in 9 years. 3,600 days I tried to quit drugs every day. I went off to this treatment center. I'm off of the drugs for 28 days. The insurance runs out. They boot me to the curb. On the way out, the therapist says, hey, dude, give up all your ideas of writing books, being on stages, and dropping out of ceilings. Okay? That's right. I had my sister tell me, man, you got to pull it in a little bit, man. My twin brother, Gary, hey, dude, it's a little too much. It's scary, man, when you start freaking out. I was 28 years old, 3 years sober, no drugs in my body for 3 years. I'm selling cars, I'm moving Toyotas, and I'm getting good at it too. Like you come in and say, look, I got bad credit, and I'm not buying today. I'm like, oh shit, that's 2 cars. Shit, I'm gonna penalize you. I'm gonna penalize you for saying that bullshit. Okay. You got bad credit? That's perfect. At least you got some credit. See, I ain't positive. I'm there to get something. So Captain Ryan says to me, he's like, you're the most positive person I know. I said, dude, I'm not positive at all. I'm 10X. I get results. Okay? I want to get the deal done. I want to make my kids proud of me. My kids aren't going to remember whether I was positive or not. They're going to remember whether daddy delivered the goodies or not. You understand? When you go to Whole Foods and they say, hey, that'll be $427 for 3 bags. And you're like, I got a good attitude. They'd be like, you need to get some 10X. You need to get some 10X and some money to go with your freaking attitude. I was 30 years old and I was starting to speak around the country. And a business partner that I'd been working with for 3 or 4 years, he said, look, I said, dude, I'm a crossover. I'm working on this one vertical. How many of you are dependent upon a vertical? Maybe you're a chiropractor or a dentist or insurance, or you're in real estate, or you're Sprint, right? And you got this vertical, and you're like, dude, I love my vertical. My vertical makes me feel good. My vertical pays the bills. Oh, yes, I feel good. I love the vertical. But, dude, I'm too dependent upon the vertical. I'm a little worried that you know what I'm saying? I got to keep doing this thing. And I kept telling this guy, I said, one day I'm going to cross over to a mass audience. He says, you'll never do it. Nobody ever does it. I've had criminals along the way try to steal money from me in frivolous lawsuits. It'll happen to you. I guarantee you it'll happen to you. Bring it on. McGraw-Hill, you know the book publisher, McGraw-Hill? They wouldn't publish a book called Sell or Be Sold because they said it was a sales book. I said, yeah, and I'm going to sell some books too. National Geographic canceled The Turnaround King. How many of you saw that show? Canceled it. CNBC copied it, picked it up, threw it up on the thing. Look, this is what's going to happen to you, folks. How many of you have a dream? Hey, you got to go get it. Okay? Dreams don't happen on couches, and they don't happen in bed. If you're going to realize that dream, you got to go out into the marketplace. You got to meet a new you. You got to go through obstacles and barriers to where it's like, it doesn't even bother me anymore, right? Elena, 26 phone calls because I wanted to close the deal. She doesn't want to go out with me. I'm too short. Yeah, okay. I'm too short. How short am I at 51,000 feet? How short am I now? How short am I now? Goddamn. How short am I now? We're going 666 miles an hour right now at 51,000 feet. How short am I now? Look. Here's the bottom line, all right? Most people simply never overcome their obstacles and their barriers. Most people simply starve, if you're taking notes, starve between the idea and the execution. You starve. You take so long to get to execution. The big companies die because they start adding time. The entrepreneur says, I'm going to have an idea and I'm going to monetize it. That's what I do. The simplicity of my business is we find a business, we have an idea, we monetize it as fast as we possibly can. How can you do that, okay? First, you got to make a decision. Simple decisions. Will you expand or will you contract? Every decision you make is one of, we're going to expand or we're going to contract. That's the basic premise of the 10X rule. The plane that I bought, it was an expansion decision. The accountant said, it doesn't make any sense, man. You don't fly enough. It's going to cost you too much. You don't go on those trips. I'm like, dude, am I going to expand or contract? Me and my wife were like, the accountant doesn't tell me what to do. He's working for me. He gets a check from me, right? Are you going to expand or contract? Sales, this thing called sales that so many people hate. Sales is an expansion activity, okay? If you're taking notes today, and you should be taking notes, you got your journal, right? Everybody's got a journal, Sherry? Everybody's got a journal? Sales is an expansion activity, okay? The follow-up call, the sales call, the cold call. Oh, it's dead. Dude, is expansion dead? Expansion. Will you expand or will you contract? I don't want to spend the money. Expansion or contraction? Contraction. I don't want to make the call. Expansion or contraction? Okay? They're not in tonight. They're not in. They're not there. Okay? Why would I call them? They're not there. Expansion or contraction? It is simply this. Am I going to expand or am I going to contract? I spend all my time in expansion. You see me on YouTube and Facebook and Snapchat. I was freaking Instagramming from up there. I got Mylette in the room. I'm sending Mylette text messages. I'm like, Mylette, who loves Ed Mylette? Every decision my wife and I make are about expansion. I want a speaking career. How many of you like to be a public speaker and be paid for it? Well, good. Idea. Let me get somebody to pay me. That's it. I make a decision. I'm going to be a public speaker. Now, I got to get somebody to pay me to public speak. Otherwise, I'm going to be like Jesus in Hollywood on a street corner in Burbank. Hey, look at that. I want to start a training business. I want to change the way people sell things. I have an idea. What do? Monetize it. Expand it. Call on people. So you see, what you guys do is you guys add time to everything. 10X is not about adding time. 10X is about being unreasonable. Okay? How does a kid with no money end up with $700 million worth of real estate? And I don't know anything about real estate. Because I make a decision. I'm going to learn about real estate. Right? I'm going to buy real estate. I'm going to go out and find real estate. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to get a loan on it. I'll figure all that out. I'll find out what the legal is, the LLC is. But first commit. Take time out between the decision and the monetization. You're being told today not to monetize your services and your products. It is incorrect. You will starve in the marketplace. You should monetize your social mediums. You should monetize everything that you do, okay? Otherwise, what am I doing? I'm a charity. Elaine and the kids, an expansion activity. $200 million I've raised for charity in the last 34 months. $200 million puts me probably in the top 10 or 15 fundraisers on the planet. Okay? How do I do that? I got an idea. What's the idea? I'm gonna raise some money. What's the next thing I do? Hey, dude, can you help me? There's nothing in between. I'm not building Amazon. Dude, look, let's face it. This sales thing is an important thing. How many agree with that? Because it is an expansion activity, okay? If it weren't for sales, you wouldn't be here. I sold every one of you a ticket. Okay? You didn't call me and say, I need one. Hey, have a damn convention. I got to go, and I want to buy 9,000 tickets. Y'all didn't call me and give me money. I had to call you. I had to email you. How many of you get hit by me 3 and 4 times a day? How many been hit twice? Goddamn right. I might hit you again too. It is an expansion activity. Sales is how you monetize. Sales is what ensures that you don't starve. Sales is what makes dreams a reality. So what we're going to do today is we're going to spend time today on this sales thing. I'm going to bring up a guy that did $4 billion last year in ad sales. Right? I'm going to bring up my friend Naveen Jain. He started a company, raised $38 billion valuation, selling a product and a service in the marketplace. The number one reason you will fail in this 10X thing, the number one reason businesses fail is the inability to sell products in quantities great enough and at margins high enough. That is the only reason you will fail. You take too long to go from the idea to selling enough products, volume at margins high enough. Do that, learn to do that, and you can make any dream a reality, okay? I want to help the world. This is not taught in schools. Your parents didn't teach you this. That'd be a disaster, dude. That'd be such a bad, that's a bad idea. I'm sure you've had some good ideas. That's not one of them. I mean, I had to talk to you. You've actually lost a lot of credibility with me right there. Okay. Look, I want to help you guys become super successful. I want you to become partners of mine. I want you to invest in my real estate venture. I want everybody here to like be sitting on the front rows. I want to fly on your jet. I want you to call me up. Hey, Grant, can I pick you up? Yeah, please do. Okay? Why I got to pay all the time? Okay, I want you speaking on this stage. I want to showcase your success at Growth Conference 3. I want to be able to say, hey, the dude was making $300 grand and he made $3 million in 10 months. How many ambassadors here today? How many ambassadors? Okay. We just spent the last 60 days with these people. Okay, you take very short periods of time, support people in between, give them the right information and push them. We can get big increases from people. But the world you live in today, the CNBC and the CNN and the Netflix, be happy. Just be happy. Be satisfied with what you have. There's no push, man. There's nobody pushing you. How about this? You can do more. How many of you can do more? Oh my God. If that's all you got, how many of you can do more? Well, goddamn. If you know you can do more, then you have to do more. If you know you can help, if you know you can make a difference, if you don't, you're going to have this freaking big hole inside of you. No amount of money can fill this thing up. So fill it up. I want to help you. I want you to become a partner. I want you to become somebody that we can work with, okay? There's 8 billion people on this planet, and there's no shortage of information. How many of you heard this before? Knowledge is power. Then why are so many people suffering? Why are so many people suffering? No, they ain't stupid, man. We have more information available to us today than at any time in the history of the world. We got too much information at this point. You got too much information and not enough action. We want to make this a big event for you. Our goal is to change your lives, your lives. Wherever it is, it's going to be 10X Nation. Look, I'm not successful if you're not. I will not fulfill my mission. My mission is to help people.